Success is a choice. It has nothing to do with the family you are born in. It has nothing to do with the nation you find yourself in. Excuses are the language of fools. Excuses are the explanation failures give for why they failed. Success without compromise is a possibility. Now, we are in such a time where many young people have compromised the standards of God because they want to boycott processes. I want you to understand that in a compromising generation, it's possible to be outstanding without lying. It's possible to make genuine money and you do not dip your hand in any demonic place. It's possible to rise without having to compromise the standards of the Bible. We are at that point now more than ever where the gospel of Jesus is a necessity to our city. We are at the point where young men are taking charms to be scammers. Young girls are taking charms to attract scammers. And you think the devil is good. So the same native doctor gives you charms to scam, then gives a girl charm to turn your head and scam you. So you see how the devil is hitting your heads together. We are at a time where there is pressure on people to succeed because some pastors are trying to boycott certain processes of ministry. Some have to lie, fake miracles just to attract crowd. Why fake what can be real? Is because you don't want to go through the school of the spirit where men are being tutored and fine-tuned to the frequency of success. This is the same spirit we have in our generation today. It is called the spirit of the world. It comes to boycott processes, and guess what? The price you pay to boycott a process is your age. A successful life is when a man becomes a custodian of the fullness of biblical prophetic possibilities. It means you get to a point where everything that God said is yours becomes yours. There's a strong occultic spirit. A young girl died, and when they went to do spirito-physical autopsy, when they went to do traditional autopsy, by which they consult the gods of the land to understand why the person died, they found out that the young girl, who is less than 25, less than 30, has already joined the cult, and she died because she failed the requirement of the cult. Somebody's mother suddenly dies, and the young man is aware what he did. What we saw in movies has crept into our world. Before your very eyes, we have entered into an occultic season that young boys and young girls are being overwhelmed by the spirit of this age, and they are donating destinies. A young girl was confessing that any man that sleeps with her, they collect his star, collect his years, and you are marrying them, you are dating them. Somebody who is the headquarter of hell. How will an 18-year-old boy sleep in a coffin for powers? It happened in Boyatown because there are demons that you have not been able to defeat, and it's a shame to the parents who are not spiritual enough to secure dimension for their children. It's a shame to the parents who don't have the spiritual intelligence to be able to know what their son is up to. That you were in the house of an occultic son and you don't know. There are people who don't know that the girl they are dating has sacrificed their soul on a satanic altar behind the statue. There are certain cult of sisters. Some of you have such friends. They are your friends, but they're in cults. They give them specialized chain. Now, when chain on leg just came, people say, I just like to wear chain, which I don't have any issue with it. I just like to wear chain on my waist. I have no issue with it. You understand? But a day will come where your boss will show up. Now we see specialized cults where the ladies, you identify them by special beads on their leg. We are in such a time where your friends are willing to sacrifice you to succeed. We are at a time, my friends, where they are willing. The person you call your cosmate, your own friend, she is willing to lay your life on an altar. In God's agenda, Boya had to be a ground of revival. The mountain in Boya is a significant factor of a place of revival. University of Boya had to be a revival hub where people come there from different cities, catch fire, and go back and impact territories. But now Boya has been colonized by the spirit of darkness, and it has turned the place to a fire extinguishing area. That a whole innocent Boya has become one of the ways people use to insult the nation they call Boya. So a young girl comes to university and then loses virginity. How many many people still marry as virgins now. Are you aware that in the Bible days, you could not marry without being virginal? Look at Boya. A revival site has become a site of carnality. It has become a place where young people come here, they are under pressure. There is a concentrated power of darkness invested on students. So somebody's mother in Bamenda sends her to school to study. She has iPhone 14 and has never paid for it. She has entered a cult and her mother is not aware. She went to study biochemistry, but as I speak, she went to study mathematics. As I speak, she has studied occultism. She has studied lesbianism. Your innocent child that left Yaoundé to come to Boya to learn has become a lesbian because of some demons that stay in the city. Gatekeepers must rise. Mahaludu Shabune Zataya. Gatekeepers must rise and say, I secure my territory. You know, before the angels could enter Sodom and Gomorrah, they had to pass through Lot. Lot had the capacity, sir, to make angels who came to destroy to sit down and eat. I'm saying a gatekeeper has the ability to neutralize the verdict of hell.